can't wait for the final. Jason Smyth wins it with that new world record, 10.81 in fact. Zlatanov in second place, Mitchell in third, Neil Facci 11.53 in fifth. And there are the qualifiers, led by some distance by Jason Smyth of Ireland. Labzin and Gutierrez are going to have to be on top form if they're going to get anywhere close. Here's the lineup for the final of the men's T1300 metres. Andrade of Brazil and Tutu of South Africa, Zlatanov of Bulgaria, Jason Smyth of Ireland, Labzin of Russia, Gutierrez of Cuba, Mitchell of the USA, and Diab of Azerbaijan on the outside. Well, this T13 category was the envy of everybody this morning. Word soon got round that Jason Smyth had broken the world record at 10.81 seconds. So anybody who missed that this morning, well, they may have come here tonight hoping for a repeat performance. This track is fast, we know that. So can Jason Smyth bring a second track goal to Ireland in these Paralympic Games? Smyth gets a brilliant start. He's got Labzin just outside him for dead here. And Jason Smyth is coming away. He's going to be Paralympic champion. My goodness. The first time he just shaved a couple of hundreds off the record. This time he's just destroyed it. 10.62. That's almost 2/10 of a second. Just the one that he ran this morning. Absolutely brilliant. So this visually impaired athlete from Derry was world champion a couple of years ago for 1 and 200. That's when he first burst on the scene. A couple of years older, a bit stronger, and boy can he run.
Well, you just have to wonder how much quicker he can go. It was stunning. He was penciled on the start line, but he just was clear from the rest of the field. Absolutely just stunning.
Jason Smyth is the Paralympic champion, and that world record will take some beating in the future, my goodness.
Well, Jason, we saw Michael McKillop set a fantastic standard here for Ireland, and you more than lived up to that standard. A brilliant, brilliant performance. Tell me about the race, first of all.
Yeah, the race went very well. I thought the start was just average, but then once I got going, you know, kind of took it all the rest out of the field. So once I was coming close, I knew I had it. So.
What about that time when you saw that fantastic time as you crossed the line?
I only realised till I came back here because I couldn't see the screen. But so when I heard it, I was delighted. So, you know, trains went super this year, and you know, I knew I had it in me. So it was just a matter of fact of coming out and doing it.
One thing I've liked about you guys as well is you've taken off on a lap of honour. They've been trying to stop people do that, but there was no way they were stopping you.
No, there's not many times you come to compete in the stadium with 91,000, so I think you got to make the most of it, so I did.
And what about it? How did you enjoy it, and how have you enjoyed the occasion overall? It is truly an immense crowd.
Oh, it is. You know, they come out in force and numbers, and you know, they get into it, and there's a good atmosphere, so it's really good for coming out to compete.
And what about you living up to expectations? Because I'm sure there's a lot of pressure put on your shoulders back home.
Yeah, you know you're expected to win, but you don't really want to think about it or talk about it. So it's I'm glad it's all kind of done now, and it paid off.
Congratulations, Paralympic champion. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Move on now to our next track final, and certainly there's an athlete in this race who just has run away with his gold medal so far in the 100 metres, setting 2 world records in the process, one in the heats and one in the final. We'll see him in just a moment. This is Gutierrez of Cuba, bronze medalist in the 100 metres, but a long way back from the eventual winner. Alexei Labzin, silver medalist in the 100 metres. He actually ran a lifetime best in the semi-finals of the 200, 21.86. But then comes the 100-metre champion, Jason Smyth of Ireland. Absolute revelation. 3 times he's raced, 3 times he's broken the world record. He broke the 200-metre world record in the semi-final yesterday, and now he's going for his second gold medal. Incidentally, 10.62 he ran in the 100 meters. Luis Manuel Galano of Cuba, 22.04 is his best time. Medvedev is the next from Azerbaijan. There he is, finished 4th in the 100 meters. And the last athlete that we will see is Jonathan Tutu from South Africa. Just a youngster, relatively inexperienced at international level, but he's done well to reach this final. The athletes that we didn't see were Durruti of Cuba on the inside, then Protos of Greece in lane 2. But all eyes will be on Jason Smyth. He's run absolutely superbly here. Going for the sprint double. Jason Smith's world record, new world record, it was only set a couple of days ago, 21.81 seconds. Can he keep the perfect record going? Of 4 races and 4 world records. It would be remarkable. First time, no they don't. I was a bit ahead of myself there. Not quite sure who the false start was. Did you spot anything, Tenny?
Well, it looked like a blanket start actually, so I just thought we hadn't heard the gun and that they'd all gone away. It's going to be very interesting to see who calls that as the false start, because it looked exactly like they all went together.
Well, I'm sure all the athletes will be absolutely delighted that the conditions have improved, and I have to compliment the organisers here. They've been out with giant mops, sweeping all the rainwater away. It was probably about an inch and a half, 2 inches deep about an hour and a half ago. Just a quick word as well about the athlete in lane 4, just inside Jason Smyth. He, on paper, I think, is the only athlete that can challenge Jason. That's Alexei Lapsin of Russia, the silver medalist in the 100 meters. I think he's a much better 200 meter runner, and he got within 0.505 of a second. There's the green card there, which means it was a faulty start, so nobody will be penalised, and we'll have to go again. So I'll just give you the lineup once more. Durruti of Cuba, Protos of Greece, Gutierrez of Cuba, Lapsin of Russia, Jason Smyth of Ireland in lane 5, Galano of Cuba, Medvedev of Azerbaijan, and Tutu of South Africa in your picture now, out in lane 8. South African, he finished 5th in a dramatic 100 meter final. Dramatic because Jason Smyth took the world record apart. Well, there was a little wobble on the blocks there by Galano, just 1 lane outside Smyth, but look at Smyth go. He's already passed the Cuban. And Smyth is flying. He is being chased though by Alexei Lapsin, the Russian inside him. But Jason Smyth is flying now. Can he hold his form and go for gold medal number 2? Yes, he can. This is a brilliant run by Jason Smyth. Paralympic champion once more. 21.4. Enormous chunk. He's taken off the world record. 21.44. Compare that with 21.81 yesterday. Oh my goodness. So it is the perfect 4. 4 races, 2 semi-finals, 2 finals, 4 world records, and now 2 gold medals for Jason Smyth of Ireland.
Well, looking at the weather conditions tonight, I wasn't actually sure whether Jason Smyth would be able to break that world record yet again. The track is drying out, but it's still wet out there. They're all quite twitchy going into the final, but look at that speed as he comes off the bend into the final 50 metres. He's a good 4 or 5 metres ahead of the rest of the field. Incredible run by Jason Smyth. In these conditions, to break a world record, you know, he must just be delighted with that, and to be so far ahead of the rest of the field. You know, it's